What's going on, everybody? Richie here, Hybrid Athletics, blue collar gains. You know me, forearms like Twizzlers, lat spread still loyal. Abs, they're not completely shredded to the bone, but we got a little definition. I got definition. I ain't a dictionary, but I got definitions. Anyways, I wanted to talk about using. What a segue. What a segue. All right, anyways, let's get serious now. You saw the title, Sub-Maximal Weights for Maximum Gains. I'm doing Wendler 531, and when I first started, I was doing mostly just based upon what I was hearing from my bro, Revo Gains. And then, a couple of like little online articles, forums. But my boy Revo Gains, he said, dude, you got to get the book because there's a lot of shit we're missing out on. And he was right. So per his suggestion, I went ahead, got the book. I read it all in one day. It's like 134 pages, something like that. Man, there's a lot of good information in there that I was missing out on. One of the points that he was making and really driving home was using your training max instead of your your competition max. What's your training max? 90% of your real 1 rep max. Another way he says you can calculate it is the heaviest weight you could do for 3 strict perfect reps. That's your training max. I hit a wall with bench. Everything else has been moving great, but I'm doing Wendler 531, and of course I'm breaking all the rules, like always. And what's gonna happen? You're gonna stall. That's just how it is. But I actually didn't stall in anything except bench. Why? Because I overestimated my 1 rep max, or my training max, I should say, and my 1 rep max actually. I overestimated them both. Thought I was stronger than I really was. I tried to use my 7 rep max to calculate my 1 rep max, and then when I started running the program, I was basing my bench press percentages for my working sets on my calculated 1 rep max based upon my 7 rep max. Okay, I just said rep max a lot of times, so I hope I didn't lose you there. But just to make it simple, I did 205 for 7. It calculated out to, I think, like 248, 205 for 7. I think it was something like 248. And then on top of that, I was like, well, I got 7, but I didn't really grind for that last one. So I know I can get 8. I calculated 205 for 8 reps. It came out to 256. And I was like, all right, that's my 1 rep max. So I'm running Wendler. You're only supposed to use the system for the major lifts 1 time per week. I'm doing it 2 times, like a dumbass. You know me. But like I say, it worked on everything else. Everything else is still going up. Bench, I get around to my day where I'm hitting 1+, and I get 243 for 1 rep. I have it on video. You saw it. And I said, no, that was just a bad lift off, or I wasn't really warmed up all the way. Let me try it again. Got it for 1 rep. Needed a spot. And that was that. So that's all I really need to say is, whoa, my actual 1 rep max is like 243. That's what it is. Maybe slightly higher. So what does Wendler recommend you do? Take 10% of that number, subtract it. So just to make the numbers easy, let's say 250 is my 1 rep max. Take 10%, take off 25 pounds. Right? So it would be 225 would be my training max. Because you don't have to max out every day to get maximum gains. In fact, you can prolong your progress by taking the long road and putting your ego to the side. You can prolong your progress because instead of stalling out, you just continually keep working with submaximal weight. You don't get burnt out. It means you can train harder from session to session. You're accumulating more volume, more reps with a weight that you can handle with perfect form, which allows you to keep progressing for a longer period of time than you would have if you would have used your true 1 rep max. So that's the whole point. Sub-maximal weight for maximum gains. You can't be caught up in the mindset of working out to look strong, right? To display your strength or to show off your strength. Because that's not how you're going to get the best results, because that's how you're going to stall out. Or even worse, get injured. Trying to get Instagram likes, trying to show off in the gym for people that don't really care. That's something that I struggle with a lot. I think, I'm a human being. I like to show off to a certain degree. I like to get credit, and I like to get, noticed for the hard work I put in, I guess. I mean, I think that most people do to a certain degree. But now that I'm getting older, more mature, I got different priorities, than just impressing people. Now it's more about long-term goals, long-term progress. And right off the bat, I can tell you, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard putting weight on the bar that you feel makes you look weak, or that you know you can do way more. And you don't want to see or be seen in the gym looking like a bitch. For lack of a better term. Looking like a bitch. But you know what? You're not. And I'm not. I'm a real man. I'm a blue-collar, hard-working man. And can't nobody take that from me. Okay? And you know what? I'm going to drop the ego. I'm going to drop the weight. I'm going to use sub-maximal weight for maximum gains. And if you get the book, which I recommend you do, there's a whole list. He's got a whole list of people, testimonials of people who have increased their max by using sub-maximal weight and never hitting 1 rep maxes, until their competitions and things like that. So it is doable, and it is sustainable, and at the end of the day, that's probably the smartest way to go. On top of that, what else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. That doesn't mean you should never, ever hit a 1 rep max. I mean, that's up to you if you want to. I mean, me personally, I don't think I'm ever going to hit a 1 rep max again. I don't think I will. Not a true 1 rep max where I have to grind it out and it's like everything I have into, a certain weight. I'll probably always try to leave a rep in the tank. To me, the risk is just not worth the reward. The other day I was like, you know what? I know I can do 400-pound deadlifts. I want to do it. But you know what? It's not worth it. Why? That weight will come. It's already there. It actually is already there. But I'm not gonna touch that 400 until, I can hit it for 3 safe reps with 1 or 2 reps left in the tank. And at that point, my 1 rep max strength will be significantly higher than that. At that point, I'll probably be able to pull 450. But there's no point for me because I'm not competing. I'm doing this just to get stronger for myself and just to improve my own quality of life and because I enjoy it. So what's the point of doing a 1 rep max for me? There isn't one. But if there is for you, I would say go ahead and go test it. But don't test it once a month. Test it after 3 or 4 times running a program, for 12 weeks maybe. Give yourself some time. And according to the book, don't ever miss a workout to hit a 1 rep max. If you want, do your workout and then test your 1 rep max, as part of the workout, but don't ever miss your workout to max out. Just some insight, just something I want to share with you guys. Alright, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead, leave me a like. Don't forget to subscribe, share, tell your friend, hey, this guy was weak 2 months ago and now he's getting kind of strong. We can do that. Let's follow him. If you got any questions or comments, leave them in the box below. Alright, take it easy. I'll talk to you next time.